that today will mark another turn of many more blessings for us as a people. Thank you. Bless your servant, the governor, and everyone that is bringing on his team today. Use them to advance us as a people. We give you praise and glory. In Jesus' name.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sylvanus Ukapia. Thank you. Your Excellency, the captain of Team Akwa Ibom, our governor, our #1 citizen, Mr. Udom Emmanuel, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, for about 5 months or thereabouts, there seems to have been a lull in activities, not just in Akwa Ibom, not just in Nigeria, but an unprecedented pandemic has changed the world as we used to know it. And it's been a while we had a gathering such as this. It's also been a while a good number of people sat in the same space with His Excellency the Governor. So may I please request that we give a warm round of applause and welcome Mr. Udom Emmanuel, the Governor of Akwa Ibom State, our Governor. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Always a pleasure to see you. Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Mr. Moses Ekpo, MFR. Thank you very much. Speaker of the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, the Right Honorable Anyakan Bassey is also here. My Lord, the Chief Judge of Akwa Ibom State, Honorable Justice Godwin Abraham is also here. Thank you very much. Okay, we've taken all the arms of government, so we're going to run through this a little bit faster, so you may just want to slow on the applause since all the arms of our government have been applauded. We welcome His Excellency, the former military governor of Akwa Ibom State, DG of the Divine Mandate Campaign Organization, Air Commodore retired, Idong Asenka, who is here with us. Welcome all the members of the National Assembly from Akwa Ibom State. We've seen the senators, we've seen House of Representatives members, led, of course, by the leader of the Akwa Ibom State Caucus in the National Assembly, Senator Obong Basi Albert. Welcome the Deputy Speaker and all the members of the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly that are here. Welcome for his first official engagement after swearing in the brand new Tier Robert, Chairman of the PDP Akwa Ibom State, Obong Udo Ekpayong, who is here with us. And of course, the gentleman who handed over power to him, the jinx breaker himself, immediate past party chairman, Obong Paul Ekpo, who is also here. It's a pleasure to have you. Thank you very much. National legal advisor of the PDP, the gentleman with arguably the heaviest face mask in this room, Barrister Emmanuel Enoidem. Please put your hands together for him. Thank you very much. This is a face mask that is only the party people at the national that have it. It looks like an astronaut. Secretary to Government, Dr. Emmanuel Kuwem. We welcome also the head of the Civil Service of Akwa Ibom State, Elder Ifyong Sen, Chief of Staff Parawa Ephraim Yangayan also here, Commissioners and Special Advisors, the Commissioner of Police, Akwa Ibom State, Mr. Imohimi Edgar, always a pleasure to have you join us, thank you. Chairman of Boards, Commissions and Technical Committees, those ones who have been invited to represent their colleagues at this strictly by invitation event. Same goes for permanent secretaries and heads of extra ministerial departments that are here. Senior citizens of Akwa Ibom State, our elders, our stakeholders. I've seen a good number of them sitting together. Former federal minister, two-time member of the House of Representatives, the Right Honorable Chief Ndwese Essien, seated to his immediate right, Deputy DG of the Divine Mandate Campaign Organization, Elder Ben Udobia. Welcome all the elders, all our stakeholders that are here. Chairman of local government areas, those ones invited to represent their colleagues. Commissioners designate, all of the gentlemen and ladies, 6 gentlemen and 2 ladies, who will, of course, after now become members of the Akwa Ibom State Executive Council, together with their spouses and other family members. We welcome all of you. Specially invited guests, gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It's Monday, the 3rd day of the 8th month, 3rd of August, 2020. This is a very unusual year that nobody saw some of the things that we're experiencing coming. But of course, the machinery of government needs to run and run beautifully and run successfully in Akwa Ibom State. Once in a while, of course, there is a need for the changing of parts. Someone has had to describe government as one huge machine. That is why we've heard people who obviously know that there are different parts that make this machine work. We're here for the changing of some of the parts of that machine so that it stays effective, it stays running, it stays efficient. The swearing in of new commissioners and special advisors as members of the Akwa Ibom State Executive Council. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we had given applauses to the different people earlier. May I please request everybody that is happy to be here, please put your hands together for yourselves, wherever it is that you are. Thank you very much. Of course, we acknowledge that a good number of people are watching this event. Is being shown live on the television service of Akwa Ibom Broadcasting Corporation. I'm aware that some radio stations are also airing this live, but I think by far the biggest audience we have are those who are watching the live stream on the various social media platforms of the government of Akwa Ibom State from different parts of the world. We welcome them and thank them for joining us. After those introductory formalities, with the kind permission of His Excellency the Governor, without any further ado, we're going to proceed straight to the presentation of the gentlemen and ladies who are about to be sworn in as commissioners and special advisor. And so with your kind permission, Your Excellency, I'll please respectfully invite to please rise and remain on his position, Professor James Ibanga, Fellow, Nigerian Institute of Physics. Born on the 5th day of June, 1956, he attended primary school in his village, Ikorodoidem, in Paden, local government area of Akwa Ibom State, before proceeding to the prestigious Regina Cheli Secondary School in Ikorabasi, Regina Cheli College, where he obtained his West African School certificate in 1974. The gentleman who is standing there holds a Bachelor of Science degree in Physics obtained from the then University of Ife, now known as Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife. He also holds a Master of Science in Engineering Physics from the same university, obtained in 1986. And he also bagged his PhD in Solid State Physics from the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, in the year 2000. He's been a teacher in the university system for a very long time at both undergraduate and postgraduate levels, starting from being graduate assistant in 1982 at the University of Calabar. In the course of his sterling teaching career, he has lectured at the University of Agriculture in Abeokuta, the University of Agriculture in Makurdi, the Nasarawa State University in Kefi, and the University of Uyo, where he assumed the rank of professor in the year 2008. In the course of his service also, he has been head of department, dean of faculty, dean of student affairs, deputy vice chancellor academics, and until very recently, that gentleman standing was the vice chancellor of the Akwa Ibom State University. In the course of his work at that university, he worked to ensure full accreditation of all the academic programs of the university and also the commencement of postgraduate programs, and also embarked on commendable infrastructural renaissance. He's a member of the Nigerian Institute of Physics, an elder of the Living Faith Church, married to Dr. Ebi Enoibanga, who is seated behind him. That marriage is blessed with children. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, please one more time put your hands together for Professor James Ibanga as he steps forward, please. Thank you. Honorable Frank Achibong, please rise. Born on the 19th day of August, 1975, he's a native of Ikoribiok in Eket, local government area of Akwa Ibom State. He started primary school at the community primary school Romo Masi in Port Harcourt, where he obtained his first school living certificate. He also attended the famous Methodist Boys High School, Oron, where he obtained his West African Senior School certificate. He holds a Bachelor of Science degree in marketing from the University of Uyo, and also a master's degree in business administration from the same University of Uyo. He worked in the private sector, especially the oil and gas industry, with Freco Nigeria Limited as site manager, and also an affiliate of Saipem, where they worked on several projects for both ExxonMobil and the Total Oil Fields. He also joined politics at some point, serving as vice chairman of the Continuity Advancement Group. He has served his local government area as supervisor for works. He has been supervisor for youth and sports. He has also served the state government as a commissioner in the Law Reforms Commission. He's been caretaker chairman of Eket local government area, and in the year 2017 was elected executive chairman of Eket local government area. His colleagues actually have quite a lot of confidence in him because all of them unanimously accepted and elected him as chairman of Algon in Akwa Ibom State and supported him also to become national treasurer of the Association of Local Governments of Nigeria. He has attended several trainings, seminars, workshops within and outside the country. Married to Bright Achibong, the wife. The family is blessed with 3 children. Please put your hands together for Honorable Frank Achibong as he comes forward. Please, the gentleman of the multimedia, can you please shift back so that we can see, please? Thank you. Professor Augustine Vincent Umo, please rise. Born in Okobedi, Biana, in Ikon local government area of Akwa Ibom State, he attended primary school at several primary schools due to the nature of his father's work, but finally completed at the primary school Uyobio. He proceeded to the prestigious Federal Government College, Ikodekbane, where he schooled from 1979 to 1983 and obtained his West African School certificate. He then proceeded to the College of Medicine in the University of Lagos and obtained his MBBS in the year 1990. He did his 1-year housemanship at the Lagos University Teaching Hospital and served during his NYSC at the General Hospital, Anka, in the then Sokoto and now Zamfara State. The gentleman standing before us holds a postgraduate diploma in reproductive health from the Liverpool School of Tropical Medicine, and in the year 2002 became a fellow of the West African College of Surgeons in the Faculty of Obstetrics and Gynecology. He's a fellow of the International College of Surgeons, and he also holds a certificate in economic evaluation in global health from the University of Washington. He has worked as a resident doctor at the Lagos University Teaching Hospital before being appointed lecturer and honorary consultant in obstetrics and gynecology at the University of Uyo and the University of Uyo Teaching Hospital, respectively. He has served as head of Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology at the University of Uyo Teaching Hospital, was a pioneer head of Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology at the College of Health Sciences in the University of Uyo. He's been Vice Dean and later Dean of the Faculty of Clinical Sciences and has been a member of the University Senate, promoted to the rank of Professor of ONG in the year 2013. Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, that gentleman has served in very many different capacities in the course of his work at the university as a professor of medicine. He's currently provost of the College of Health Sciences and is a member of the governing boards of the University of Uyo Teaching Hospital and the Federal Neuropsychiatric Hospital in Calabar. He's an active member of the Society of Obstetrics and Gynecologists of Nigeria and has served at various times as president of the Federal Government College, Ikodekbane Old Students Association, both in Lagos and Akwa Ibom State. He pioneered the official publication of the Nigerian Medical Association, Ibom Medical Journal, and edited it for 8 years. In 2014, he was elected chairman of the Nigerian Medical Association in Akwa Ibom State. In 2017, he was appointed editor of the Nigerian Medical Journal, the flagship journal of the national body of the Nigerian Medical Association. He is published widely in both local and international journals, and he holds several titles, including Utwenikang Ibianang, which was given by his village. The gentleman loves to sing, he loves to travel, he loves football, and he also loves to teach. He's married to another medical doctor, Dr. Rosemary Umo, seated directly behind him, and that marriage is blessed with children. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Professor Augustine Vincent Umo. Dr. Ini Adiakwan, please rise. The lady standing right in front of us is a politician, educationist, and a development worker. She was born in Ekpenebo, a selected local government area of Akwa Ibom State, and had her West African School certificate from the Union Secondary School, Ibiako, in 1977. She holds a national certificate in education in English and history, obtained from the College of Education, Uyo, holds a Bachelor of Arts in Education with specialization in English from the Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, holds a Master's degree in Educational Technology from the University of Port Harcourt, obtained in 1994, and a PhD in Educational Technology obtained from the University of Uyo in the year 2010. In the course of her educational career, she has worked in different places and has actually been proprietress and headmistress of Nema Diakpan International School and also executive director of Lush Farms. She's been electoral commissioner between the years 2008 and 2012 at the Akwa Ibom State Independent Electoral Commission, AKISEC, and has been organizing secretary of the National Association of Educational Media and Technology of Nigeria. In the year 1991, she served as a counselor in a Sreket local government area, and she's a widely traveled lady who has attended numerous seminars and workshops within and outside the country. She holds several titles, including the traditional title of Obongawan et Tebi. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Ini Nathaniel Adiakwan, please put your hands together for him. Mrs. Enobong Udemabasi Mbobo, please stand. Born on the 4th of October in 1976, she started primary school at the primary school Starkville Elementary School in Mississippi, United States of America. She also attended the Command Children's School at Barracks, Calabar, and the Federal Government Girls College, Calabar, where she obtained a West African School certificate in the year 1993. She studied at the University of Uyo, where she bagged a Bachelor of Science degree in economics and in the year 2000, and she also holds a Master of Science degree in the same discipline, economics, obtained from the University of Uyo, and is currently studying for her PhD in the same field. She has been a secondary school teacher, worked in the university as an administrative officer, and subsequently converted to the academia by being a lecturer in the same University of Uyo. She's a Christian of the Grace family. She's a member of Intercessors for Nigeria, married to Dr. Mbobo Erasmus Mbobo, who is seated right behind her, and that marriage is blessed with 4 children. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Enobong Mbobo, please put your hands together for her. Comrade Ini Ememobong Essien, please stand. Born on the 7th day of November in a native of Sendun, Ibom local government area of Akwa Ibom State. He obtained his first school living certificate in the year 1993 at the Holy Child School, Ikodek Bene, and also obtained his West African School certificate from the St. Mary's Senior Science College back in the year 2000. He holds a Bachelor of Arts degree in Linguistics obtained in the year 2005 from the University of Uyo, and he served in Taraba State for his NYSC. The gentleman returned to the University of Uyo, where he bagged a Bachelor of Law in the year 2013. He currently holds a Masters of Arts degree in Peace and Conflict Studies from the same university, obtained in the year 2019, and is also studying for his PhD. The course of his academic career, trainings, he has attended the Massachusetts Institute of Technology for different refresher courses and trainings and certificate programs, the London Business School, and the Harvard University Extension School, including, of course, the London School of Public Relations, among several others. He's been a reporter with Update newspaper. He's been a presenter on television on both the Bridge TV show and the Bush House television show. He's worked from the year 2012 to 2013 as a technical assistant on Millennium Development Goals at the presidency. He's been managing partner of Justice Chambers from November 2014 till date. He has served in different public offices, including being special assistant on student affairs to the governor of Akwa Ibom State between 2013 and 2015. Served as special assistant on political matters to the governor of Akwa Ibom State from 2015 to 2016. And very recently, until I think just yesterday, he was publicity secretary of the People's Democratic Party. The gentleman has attended several seminars and conferences within and outside the country. He's a fellow of the Institute of Chartered Conciliators and Mediators. He's a member of the Nigerian Bar Association and associate of the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations. He has been honored by very many organizations within and outside the state, including the Traditional Rulers Council of Ibom local government area, where he comes from, who honored him with the title of Etu Wadunbo Ibiono. He's also a Paul Harris Fellow of the Rotary Club International. Married to his beautiful wife, who is seated right behind there, Barrister Chinoyerem Ini Ememobong. The marriage is blessed with children. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Comrade Ini Ememobong Essien. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we received the resumes of all of the commissioners designate, and we had to do some work. But please permit me that I'll take the one of these gentlemen, parts of it, word for word as it is written. Dr. Imo U. Moffat, please rise. Born on the 10th of April, 1968, to the family of late elder Nwosu Moffat Udo of Ikorikwa village, a Kaurogeshet in the Temekpo local government area of Akwa Ibom State, is the 7th derivative of a matrimonial function of degree 9. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, that gentleman is an expert in mathematics and statistics. So please, as I read his resume, kindly flip your phone function to the calculator function, please. He's the 7th derivative of a matrimonial function of degree 9. He is linearly married, and the union is blessed with 5 variables. He's a functional Christian by faith. After his primary and secondary education, he gained admission into the Department of Mathematics and Statistics, University of Calabar in 1988, obtained a BSc in Mathematics and Statistics from Unical in 1992. And at the time he left that institution, he met best graduating student of the department and won the Vice Chancellor's Prize, Dr. Idedamana Prize, and the Chief Donatus Tibet Prize, all of them for best graduating student. He served at the Command Secondary School, Kaduna, for his NYSC, with relief duties at the Nigerian Defense Academy and the Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria. He worked as graduate assistant in the Department of Mathematics, Statistics, and Computer Science from the University of Uyo from 1994. He obtained a Master's of Science degree in Mathematical Statistics in the year 2000 from the University of Calabar and a PhD in Applied Statistics from the River State University of Science and Technology in the year 2008. He was promoted senior lecturer in 2011 and functionally appraised for the position of associate professor in time series analysis and stochastic processes in 2015. In the aspect of contributions to knowledge, he has about 50 publications in reputable journals within and outside the country. He's a partial derivative of the Nigerian Statistical Association, meaning he's a member of that association, and also the Nigerian Environmental Society. As a symbol of linear equations and functional approximations from above, he functions as a Dell operator and robust estimator in the quadrant of functional variables and the quadrant of exponential derivatives. If you do not understand, after his swearing in, please ask him. I will ask him also. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Imo Moffat, please put your hands together for him. Thank you very much. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, maybe I should add, well, and very many people do not know whatever ministry that gentleman will be assigned to. Whatever ministry he goes to, if you have to go there and you don't understand functional derivatives, I would advise you better stay back and maybe send somebody to represent you. Your Excellencies, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, for the position of Special Advisor, Elder Honorable Amanam Okun Nkanga, please rise. Please, if you just give me a minute, I think the resume that came in here is a wrong one, please. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Elder Amanam Kanang, an ordained elder of the Akwa Ibom Church, a fellow of the Chartered Institute of Public Diplomacy and Management, a member of the Nigerian Institute of Management Chartered, a member of the PCRC, a teacher, a chartered manager, and consummate politician. He's a native of Ikonya in Ibom local government area of Akwa Ibom State. He was born on the 18th day of July 1969, attended primary school at the Akwa Ibom Church Primary School, Ikonya, finished in 1978. And also finished his secondary school and obtained the West African School Certificate in 1984 from St. People's Grammar School of Farafion. He holds a National Diploma in Public Finance, obtained in 1999 from the University of Uyo, and also a BSc in Business Management from the same University of Uyo. He holds an MBA, obtained from the University of Uyo in the year 2011. He has worked as manager at the South Kwabi Company Limited, working on ExxonMobil platforms for building and maintenance contractors. He's been a director of Diamano Sons Limited, a private business outfit. He's been dean of the Forum of Political Appointees in his local government area, He's been Dean of the College of Personal Aids to the Governor from his local government area. He has served as Supervisor for Works, Transport and Housing in Ibom local government area. And from 2012 to 2015 was Special Assistant to the Governor of Akwa Ibom on Projects Monitoring. From 2015 to 2019, Senior Special Assistant to the Governor of Akwa Ibom State on Conflict Resolutions and Boundary Matters. A gentleman whose hobbies include reading, researching, conflict resolution, singing and playing the keyboard is happily married to Mrs. Helen Amanam Nkanga, and the marriage is blessed with children. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Elder Honorable Amanam Okun Nkanga, please come forward. Standing right in front of us, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, are the 5 gentlemen, the 6 gentlemen rather, and 2 ladies who will be administered the oaths and of course made members of the Akwa Ibom State Executive Council. They have of course been given the briefing. I'm sure the microphones are on. At this point, most respectfully, I'll invite His Excellency the Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Mr. Udom Emmanuel, to please proceed for the swearing-in ceremony. Your Excellency, please. Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, they are being given the instruments by which they are going to take the oath of office. One of the tests of this kind of swearing in is hoping that they came with the right color of pen to sign the oaths at the end. If you don't have the right color of pen, we'll be happy to sell to you at $2,000 each. Thank you very much. All of them given copies of the Holy Bible and copies of the oaths they're supposed to take, the oath of allegiance, and of course the oath of office. Your Excellency, please.
Your Excellencies, my Lord the Chief Judge, the Speaker, members of this great estate of Akwa Ibom State, oath of allegiance for list of 7 honorable commissioners and 1 special advisor. The commissioners are Professor James Ibom, Honorable Frank Achibong, Professor Augustine Vincent Umo, Dr. Ini Nathaniel Adiakwan, Mrs. Enobong Uwemabasi Mbobo, Comrade Ini Emebong Esian, Dr. Linear Programming Imo Moffat, Quadratic Equation, then Elder Honorable Amanam Okonka, Honorable Special Advisor. Oath of Allegiance. I, Honorable Frank Achibong. These are all professors, so we have to take it in, people are watching us across the globe. I'll repeat. I, Honorable Frank Achibong, do solemnly swear that I'll be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and that I'll preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So help me God. So help me God. Oath of office. Where you are Honorable Commissioner, you say Honorable Commissioner. Where you are Special Advisor, you say Honorable Special Advisor. I, your name? I, do solemnly swear that I'll be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that as a in the Akwa Ibom State Government, I'll discharge my duties to the best of my ability, faithfully, and in accordance with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the law, and always in the interest of the sovereignty, integrity, solidarity, well-being, and prosperity of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that I will strive to preserve the fundamental objectives and directive principles of state policy contained in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that I will not allow my personal interests to influence my official conduct or my official decisions, that I will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that I will abide by the Code of Conduct contained in the 5th schedule to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that in all circumstances I'll do right to all manner of people according to law, without fear or favor, affection or ill will, that I will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person any matter which shall be brought under my consideration or shall become known to me as commissioner, except as may be required for the due discharge of my duties as commissioner. So help me God. Can we put our hands for them, please?
Thank you very much. Can we please appreciate His Excellency the Governor? Please put your hands together for His Excellency. Thank you. Please come this way, all the newly sworn-in commissioners and special advisors. Please, you will append your signature to the oath which you have taken. And of course, there's a register which you'll also have to sign. Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the gentlemen and ladies, brand new members of the State Executive Council, they have appended their signatures. Thank you very much. We'll invite them to kindly come forward and greet His Excellency the Governor. It will be a COVID-19 compliant greeting.
I have the appointment letter, so I'll give them.
Professor James Ibanga, please. His Excellency will come right out, so he can just make presentations. Professor James Ibanga. Prof, you collect the document. That is the only contact. You can take that picture, yes. Please put your hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen. Honorable Commissioner. No, that way, sir. That way, sir. Thank you. Honorable Frank Achibong, please. Professor Augustine Vincent Umar, please. Great Akokite. Taking this from another great Akokite. Please put your hands together. Dr. Ini Adiakwan, please. Mrs. Enobong Demaba Simbobo, please. Comrade Ini Emabong Essien, please. To move linearly and functionally, Dr. Imo Moffat, please. He has become a derivative of the State Executive Council. Elder Honorable Amanam Okonkanga, please. Please, all of them should kindly come back for a group photograph with His Excellency the Governor. Please, sir, go back, sir. They will show you where to stand. Yes, group photograph with His Excellency. Ensure you give some space. Thank you very much. On both sides, please. Some people can stand the other way. There are 8 people, so His Excellency will be number 5. 4 this way, 4 the other way, please. Just shift a little bit. Allow the lady enter, please. Thank you. Give some space. The cameras take pictures in the stadium, so they'll be able to take this one. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Please put your hands together for His Excellency, the Governor of Akwa Ibom State. Kindly return to your seats, please. Kindly return to your seats, please. Thank you. Kindly return to your seats. Honorable Commissioners and Special Advisors, kindly return to your seats, please. Thank you very, very much. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the brand new members of the State Executive Council taking their seats, their spouses greeting them from a distance also. And everything is COVID compliant, at least on the outside. Can we give them another round of applause? Thank you. May I, at this point, most respectfully invite to make his remarks on this occasion, give his charge, so to speak, His Excellency, the Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Mr. Udom Emmanuel. Mboye Kwara Ubok, Eno Governor.
Please shall we be seated? Thank you. Today is, I will dwell in the house of the Lord. Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor, Mr. Moses Ekpo, MFR, the Honorable Speaker, Akwa Ibom House of Assembly, my Lord the Chief Judge, Your Excellency the former Governor, the National Legal Advisor of PDP, the Chairman of our party, our new Chairman, distinguished Senators, members of the National Assembly, BOT members of PDP, members of the caucus of our party that are here, former ministers, our leaders, royal fathers, the Deputy Speaker and members of the State House of Assembly, the Secretary to the State Government Chief of Staff, Head of the Civil Service, Honorable Commissioners, Special Advisors, Chairman of Boards and Commissions, the Commissioner of Police and other service commanders here present, senior citizens, members of the clergy, led by the immediate past Chairman of CAN in the state, Archbishop Cletus Bassi, and other ordained men of God that are here. Members of the newly sworn-in commissioners and their spouses, members of their family, great stakeholders of Akwa Ibom State, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, our viewers on TV, on radio, on social media, across the globe. Let me once again today thank God for the opportunity and the privilege that we're all alive today to witness this. We've gathered here again today to perform this critically important task. Ralph took some words from my mouth by saying government is a big machine. You need to service from time to time. But let me, first of all, use this opportunity to appreciate some of our ESCO members who had served with us. Some of them have served with us in the past 5 years. Some are still serving. Some will bow out today, not because they've not performed well, but it's because, you know, if you're going on a journey, at the point you must pause as a captain to reappraise, reassess, and redefine each component of the parts that you need, depending on the kind of terrain that you're running. I think the current terrain needs this. And don't be surprised that we may have to do this, similar thing like this, again before this year runs out. Because we are poised, we are charged to deliver on all fronts. I keep telling Akwa Ibom people, the way we are today, the way things are post-COVID-19, if you don't run your race and work out your salvation your own self, the elders understand what I mean. You have yourself to blame. The era of sitting back, looking at one point for help to come from is no more there. You must fend for yourself. So this is the era of creativity, ideas, imagination. So you must, at least at times, you need to change the space. Even changing seating arrangement could mean a whole lot at this point in time, post-COVID-19. You need to open up your mindset and see what you have to do. So I really want to thank those who have served in ESCO. They've done so well. People who have worked with me over time, they know my style. You don't leave, I don't make friends to lose them. The present ESCO we've been running as a family. So if we run away, we're not the ones that we didn't tell anybody to go away. We are still members of that family. The only difference there is we have different aspects of contributing. So please don't run away. We still need you, we need your advice, we need your services. It's only the titles may change. Same way, in a few years to come, my title will change too. Will also carry X, former, immediate past, all kinds of things to describe me. Photographs will also change. That's how God created life, that life must keep going. So please try and understand, but don't run away, and try and be close as much as you can. We will still tap into your knowledge and your experience. And let me also say here, for the new ESCO members coming in, you're coming in at a very challenging time, post-COVID-19. The whole world is going to experience a lot of changes. The way we do things can never be the same. Our thought process will never be the same. Our mode of execution will never be the same. So what will make a difference is your prayer. Pray to God to give you knowledge and wisdom and understanding to be able not to fail the people or not to fail us. But let me also give a warning here. I keep saying this anytime I have an opportunity. The miracle Jesus Christ performed with 5 loaves and 2 fishes. If the disciples ate first, that miracle would have been flopped completely. But the disciples first of all served the people before, if at all they did, before they thought of themselves. So please, you're coming to serve the people. I'm tired of people going around Mboiba and this and that. There is a service. I'm not the commissioner of Mboiba, he doesn't know what to do. Any commissioner who knows what to do, who is creative, there is a lot to do to serve your people. You are calling on people to support you so that you can serve them. So don't just expect, oh, because we are a commissioner, you're just coming for self-seeking, responsibility profiling. No, not at all. We don't operate that kind of ESCO. We operate ESCO where you're coming to serve the people. It's God that rewards. But at the same time, I can assure you, we don't expect that you go hungry in coming to work. That will not happen. It doesn't happen anywhere. A laborer deserves his own reward. He deserves his own wages. We will not cheat you in any way. So that will work out. And trust me, you will not regret being a member of that ESCO. You can find out from people who are members. It's a place we share knowledge. It's a place we challenge our mindset. It's a place we get few things done. The few things you see us do, go back and check. Our financial records are open. We are quite transparent in whatsoever that we do. If you add up what we have put on ground, if it tallies with the money that we've collected, then whatsoever I tell you, don't believe me. After taking out all the salaries and wages and pensions and all those so-called in government first line charge, which we don't have control over, those ones are fixed costs. Whether you like it or not, you must incur them. After that, then come and check and then find out. That's where you must come to play. I was talking on the last radio program. I challenged people the difference between money and cash. After a lot of people took me on that. But I think when I finished explaining to them, they could see clearly the difference between the two and why we must be creative. So a whole lot of things will happen. I'm sure people are wondering, even within the COVID time, within this period, we are still taking delivery of new airplanes. How does it happen? How does it happen? So you must bring in your ingenuity to service this state and serve the people. We don't expect so much. I keep saying so. I stand to be corrected. This one I'm speaking to the whole world. Since I became a governor, I've not benefited from 1 kilometer of road that either links my state to any other state done by the federal government. Not 1 kilometer. They've not even filled potholes here. The last time the federal road cut into 2, I had to spend close to 2 billion naira to fix it myself. Anywhere you see federal road having problems here, not 1 naira comes from the federal government. Let anybody challenge me to it and show me where I got it from. So everything, we have to do that because those roads are being used by our people. We can't wait. If we wait, we'll wait indefinitely. So this is a time that you need to do a whole lot to see what you can do for yourself. And I'm sure God will also help us in achieving this. Please, let me also say something. The same way I did to people that were just sworn in as party executives. If you check in my leadership book, I have only one leadership book for ESCO members. Acts of the Apostles chapter 6. If you check from verse 3, you will see where, in a manner that we are here right now, you could see people came together. He said, wherefore, brethren, look ye out among you 7 men of honest report, full of the Holy Ghost and wisdom, whom ye may appoint over the business. They were looking for people to appoint. They gave what they expected of those people. Say, look of people of honest report, full of the Holy Ghost, of wisdom, that we may appoint over the business of governance. Here, as it applies in our own case. So people said that. The Bible says they gave themselves to prayers, and when they set up this, he said every single person was pleased. The whole multitude. So they choose Stephen, they choose Philip, they choose Prochorus, they choose Nicanor, they choose Timon, they choose Parmenas, they choose Nicholas, and I think those were the 7 that they choose. But all of us are Bible scholars. Out of those 7, how many people do you read their story in the Bible? All of them had the same qualification. Everybody was happy the day they were chosen. But if you read through the Bible, how many of them made an impact? Only 2 out of 7. Only 2. Only Stephen and Philip. The rest, they are not mentioned anywhere in this Bible from the point they were mentioned. Meanwhile, they set out the same qualification for each of them. They had the same criteria for appointment. Everybody was happy the way we are happy the day all of you are appointed. Only 2 made an impact. My prayer is, out of all of you, may it not be only 2 that will make an impact. Please, you have to determine in your heart. If you get to that verse 8, you see what Stephen started doing almost immediately. So don't ever just go to anywhere to just be counted as a number. You must make an impact. You must achieve your purpose. God is a God of purpose, so you must achieve your purpose, and you must also represent your people well. Let me also appeal to some local government areas who keep sending me messages. I cannot have 31 commissioners. It won't be possible. So I may not be able to appoint commissioner in each local government. I can see Archbishop looking at me. Uran already has too many people who are more than commissioners. So I can't put commissioner again in Uran. I can't put commissioner again in Uran. So Uran won't have commissioner again for now. Uran, they have chairman, board of internal revenue. Am I correct? So those are powerful commissioner positions. They have chairman, direct labor agency. Those are commissioners. Archbishop, you will pardon me if I don't put commissioner in Uran. Thank you, sir. I love your understanding. So, in the same way with so many other local government areas. So, but we'll try. Let us not only look at local government areas. Let's try and, first of all, look at our needs and then go forward to fill our needs. I keep using the story of the advert of a live boy. Live boy, a cheetah came out and stretched. When he stretched, you know how a cheetah moves. He said, beat this if you can. Tell me the ESCO members where, when they are reading the resume, is expressed in linear programming. Except this present ESCO. It's expressed in quadratic equation and Pythagoras theorem. So it shows we are ready to work. It shows the principles that we were taught, we'll bring it into practice. And God will really, really help us. So please, let's pray for them. Let them be able to deliver. And may they not disappoint the state. Because the state expects a lot from us. And we must be able to deliver. This is the time for us to build the economy. It is not enough for us to just discuss politics and then go. No, not at all. Check anywhere in the world. Politics works stronger where the economy is strong. So if we have a very strong and virile domestic economy, trust me, it will be easier. A lot of people won't even remember offices. I'm sure there are some states in Africa you go to. Take, for example, if you go to Lagos State, if you land at the airport and ask them, who is the party chairman? They won't know. But if you land Uyo Airport, say, who is the party chairman? All of them will tell you, Obang Polegbo. I'm serious. Land here, they ask them, who is the chairman of Uyo local government? They will tell you, at my level of exposure, I'm not sure I've ever known who was the chairman of Etiosa local government. I didn't know. The economy overshadows that. So this one is just by the side. So in most cases, it is what you achieve from the private sector that helps you do well in the public sector. Because in other developed nations, government looks up to the people for survival. It is only in Africa, people look up to government for survival. But great God of turnaround will also turn things around for us. I mean, Africa is making a whole lot of progress. We'll be there. But we need to deliberately do something about our economy. So please don't work towards destroying the economy. I keep advising people, you don't need to park 10 jeeps in your compound. You don't even need 5. Any vehicle you've not used in the past 6 months is not your own. Look for the owner. It's not only vehicle. Anything you have in your house that you don't even remember where you kept it, the day you found it, give it to somebody else. It's not your own. It's not your own. So we don't need that again. We must reorganize ourselves and get things done well. So with that, we will be able to survive and survive well. And this is also the time that we'll try as much as we can to encourage those who are into agri. We are walking around the globe. Once they open international flights, we'll try to bring in some agro-processing companies that will be coming in so that we can process it. We're in the deep of bringing a dairy company before COVID-19 set in. We're also trying to do a lot of food processing and so on, so that we can encourage those who are in agri. We are trying to off-take a whole lot of, both the cash and food crops that you are producing, so that we can stimulate our domestic economy and see what we can do for ourselves, rather than just sitting down and then be complaining. We'll do a lot more. So we need your support. We need your prayers. Please, everybody will have a role to play. So give these people a chance. Give them advices. You don't need to criticize them in the social media. We have only one state. There is no human being that is 100% perfect. Everybody survives on one another. Please let your strength support the weakness of your brother in order to be able to succeed. So I hope, as I welcome all of them into a school, and let me also use this platform before probably you read in the news. Let me openly congratulate Professor Nsesian, who is leaving ESCO. He's appointed the Vice Chancellor of Akwa Ibom State University. So that's the way we operate. We don't leave our own and then go to outside. What we have inside is better than what is outside. So we believe with our new order of education, honestly, some of you must have observed people like Professor Ilarinyam had been here for over a year, working on the new education curricula that we are going to use, specifically for our state, to drive ourselves. We can't be training almost all our people to come out and be writing applications looking for jobs. So we need to reorder certain things and get things done in our own way. So we've gone around the whole world. Any Akwa Ibom person we know, anywhere on planet Earth, that is an egghead, we brought that person into that committee. So from time to time, they are meeting, they are drafting, they are doing everything. And Professor Nsesian was a member of that committee. So he will anchor what they are doing from the Akwa Ibom State University. And some of you could have also seen, we had to bring in the Pro-Chancellor, distinguished Senator Udoma, who had also had tremendous experience in some of these funding and, foreign something. And people were asking, why did the former Pro-Chancellor resign? He resigned for a simple reason. The state, he did exceptionally, very brilliantly throughout his service there. But when Professor Nsesian had to come, a brother and a brother cannot be both the Chancellor and the Pro-Chancellor. That's why he had to go. So that when you see it, don't think he did at all. He did very well. But he yielded for his younger brother to be the Vice Chancellor so that he could also be there to be giving him advice. Also, as you may all know, I'm sure many of you could have guessed when you heard the resume of Professor August Nomo, is most likely going to be my commissioner, new commissioner for health. So, Professor Dr. Dominic Ukbong had done exceptionally brilliant. And In the government, we are not letting him go. The only reason we are changing him is because Ministry of Health, Ministry of Education, they are so huge. In fact, 2 commissioners can serve in those ministries and they will still be very busy. We spoke with him. He's above 70 years. So I can't stretch him the way I'm stretching him now. I have overstretched him. Trust me, I have. You know, he doesn't sleep. Ask him, 2 a.m. I call him. I can call him anytime. And at times, after talking to him, I just feel bad. I say, why am I stressing this man like this? So I want to give him something that he can do, not as somebody like Professor Umar. Welcome to the club. Ask Dr. Ibom. Oh no, you walk. There's no doubt about that. So Dr. Dominic Ibom will continue to be the coordinator of our COVID-19 and serve as honorary special advisor to the governor on health matters. In appreciation of his wealth of knowledge, he has so much knowledge in medicine that we cannot throw it out. So his office will just be in governor's office annex, so that we can keep tapping on his knowledge base of that. So other announcements will come up later. And finally, let me also announce here, because I don't know what local government people would do immediately they leave here. Frank is leaving as local government chairman, or he has left. Before he left, he was the Algon chairman. So please, Frank, as you're leaving, hand over your file to Ibom Chairman Esreket as the next Algon chairman. Ibom Robson as the next Algon chairman. Oh, you're already here? Okay. So Frank will hand over his file to you. Any day they don't pay local government salaries, you'll be in trouble. Throughout the time Frank had been the Algon chairman, they don't miss salaries for 1 week. In fact, they don't delay most of the time. So you have to work closely with me. What you see from outside is different from what is inside. So when you just see money, it doesn't work like that. When you now come in, you know what it means. So Frank will brief you, and then we'll work together so that we can maintain peace and harmony in the local government. I want to thank everybody who created time, who made sacrifice to be here, especially our clergymen who came to pray and to grace this occasion. Our fathers, our elders, the leader of my senatorial district, I thank you for creating time to be here. Let me thank the senator who led the members of the National Assembly all the way from Abuja. They've been with us since Wednesday, and we really thank them. I want to believe before they leave, they will give me part of constituency briefing profit so I can add and fight COVID-19 before they go. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we please put our hands together for His Excellency the Governor one more time? Thank you very much. We thank every single individual who accepted this invitation. We thank all the people who are watching this event from different parts of the world. We congratulate the new commissioners and special advisors and welcome to the duty which they will be serving people, and remind them of Mahatma Gandhi's words that the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. They have been called to serve, and we are hopeful that by the grace of God, they are going to distinguish themselves in the service. We thank His Excellency the Governor. We thank every single person. We wish you the very best of the week as we come to the end of this event. May we please rise for the national anthem. much, ladies and gentlemen. Have yourself a good evening. Please, all the new commissioners, kindly proceed to this office of the Secretary to the State Government for some important information. All the new commissioners, please.